Sometimes our heroes and people we admire tend to disappoint us, which is why it is very wise not to put people on pedestals. This is the realization that I'm having with one of the people who I used to fervently watch, admire, and even look up to here on YouTube, one Walter Lee Hampton. For those of you who do not know, Walter Lee Hampton is a African American YouTuber who talks about social issues, political issues, basically everything under the sun as it relates to African Americans and as it relates more specifically to the city of Atlanta. He also talks about politics and things of that sort. Well, once upon a time, when I was just, doing my best to navigate the world of a lot of things, to navigate the world of politics, the world of, in a sense, being African American and trying to seek out voices to understand and get more information, I came across Walter Lee Hampton's channel. For about 5 years now, since I was a young boy, 15, 14, I was watching Walter Lee Hampton. I paid attention to him. I didn't always agree with what he had to say, but I always thought he said it in a very funny, entertaining, and informative way. Well, a few days ago, he released a video giving an ultimatum to all black conservatives / Republicans, saying that he wants nothing to do with them, or actually, let me lay it to you for yourself.
I don't give a damn about these conservatives. I don't want you around me. If you're a black conservative Republican, please stop contacting me, calling me, telling me about you went to go see what's his name, Donald Trump, and you support him, and I don't care, because you're a fool, and you're dumb, and you're stupid.
Well, I find such language disturbing, troubling, and disappointing. Ultimately, it comes down to this. I'm not entirely sure Mr. Hampton understands what it means to be a black conservative, or to be a black Republican. Indeed, as a libertarian with conservative-leaning sensibilities, I myself have come against similar critiques from many African Americans who consider my voice to be worthless or a sort of product of puppetry, as Mr. Hampton said here about the Attorney General of Kentucky who ruled in the Breonna Taylor case most recently.
Breonna Taylor should be alive today. Had those police officers they did everything wrong there. And that black prosecutor who let them go, well, he's a conservative Republican, which I thought he was going to do. Notice they're always going to have these little puppets, like Herman Cain and that man and all these people. That's why Herman Cain was dead today.
But we have to understand, my friends, that politics and policy should not be conflated with personalities. He made this video in response to someone asking him what he thought about Candace Owens. Candace Owens, for those of you who do not know, is a very popular African-American conservative who's quite outspoken and who says some things sometimes that are manifestly unwise. Indeed, there are many things she says that I disagree with, primarily not due to substance, but due to tone and delivery. But Mr. Hampton in this video is conflating all black conservatives or right-leaning black individuals with Miss Owens, and that is not right. Indeed, this seems to stem from a general collective mindset as to how African Americans are supposed to think, act, and feel, which is then leading Mr. Hampton to these conclusions. But black conservatives, just like black people, are incredibly varied, differentiated, and complex as the human being is. Which is why I have a problem with the premise. The premise is, let's hyphenate the individual by saying that they are a black individual or a white individual. This is something that Mr. Hampton does quite a lot, and it's something that I overlooked in his past commentaries because I thought it was comical. When he's talking about certain things that happen within African American circles, I thought it was comical. And sometimes there is no way to avoid doing this for clarity's sake. It would cause a lot of linguistic confusion to go do this any other way. But in this instance, it's just nefarious. African Americans are diverse people, and black conservatives are diverse people. For every Candace Owens, for every black conservative that is very rowdy or very loud, there's going to be a Clarence Thomas. who are very circumspect and very thorough. You cannot, or Larry Elder, or or Jason Riley, or whoever. You cannot paint all black conservatives with one broad brush. Also, the idea that black conservatives are ignorant and that they could possibly be tools of the white man is nothing more than an ad hominem smear against people who may have an ideology that could possibly be valid. It's very easy to confront people as opposed to confronting their ideology. And it's very easy to wave with your hand all of their sentiments away, as opposed to actually thinking about their sentiments and dissecting them with the most rigorous of logical tools. Indeed, Mr. Hampton has disappointed me on this level, but I'm certain that this probably doesn't matter to him. He is a very certain man, a very resolute man. In fact, I expect, if I get any response from this video at all, it'll be a block, or it'll be something that is not so flattering within a block. But it is my hope that I can incite in Mr. Hampton, or any of his followers, the necessity of understanding the diversity of individuals, the necessity of understanding the diversity of situations and the complexity of situations. Before I end, let me leave you with one example of what I'm talking about. Mr. Hampton mentions how he has not seen any white people at particular black-owned establishments here.
Every time we've gone there, all black people. I've never seen a white person in there eating. I've seen white servers and waiters and bartenders, but never a white customer in that place. So all black folks lined up. Food is delicious. Everybody dressed nice. It's a very nice valet parking. Beautiful. The food is delicious. I ain't never seen no white folks in there because it's black owned.
He automatically chalks this up to racism. He doesn't give us any demographic information, doesn't give us any sort of geographic information. He doesn't give us any information beyond the fact that there's one variable, race. But any social scientist will tell you that no single variable controls for an entire situation. There's always more to the story. Mr. Hampton, there's more to the story of black conservatives. There's more to the story of individuals who may think differently. They are not ignorant. They are not stupid. By and large, they are simply folks with differing beliefs who should be confronted with the same intellectual honesty, integrity, and respect that you preach to black gay men in your videos, that you beseech them to have. You beseech them to have respect, honesty, and integrity. You beseech them to work very hard. You beseech them to recognize their worth as an individual. And guess what? A lot of conservatism is about that too. So, Mr. Hampton, I would simply conclude this. Before you attack black conservatives, call us ignorant or stupid or whatever you might say, at least consider that one day you may very well change your mind about something, and you may think radically different, and that the same scorn extended to us by you could be the same scorn extended to you by the mob. With that said, my friends, I love all of you. Subscribe, like, comment, and as always, please stay pensive.